Sega's official Sonic Channel website posted a massive overhaul with tons of new lore and some interesting facts, so here we have an official chronological timeline of the events within Sonic's world. So in prehistory, we have the destruction and regeneration by Dark Gaia and Light Gaia. At some point in the past, Dark Gaia, which grew over millions of years, destroyed Earth, and Light Gaia healed it, repeating the same timeline. Then the Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds, we have the Ancients take refuge on Earth, where the Chaos Emeralds, a small number of their descendants, escape to a place called the Mystic Ruins, and build a temple to the Master Emerald, and that goes into the backstory of Sonic Frontiers. Then, tens of thousands of years ago, we have Dark Gaia's destruction on Earth, the earliest record. The Earth is destroyed by a super energy life form called Dark Gaia that emerged from the core of a star. This event was later recorded as the Gaia documents. Tens of thousands of years ago, this goes into Sonic Riders. A spaceship from far away goes out of control and crashed on Earth. The engine unit of the ship was destroyed, and at that time, it is scattered around the world, which later becomes the Arc of the Stars. And then thousands of years ago, it goes into Sonic Adventure. The Echidna tribe attacks the temple of the Master Emerald to steal it, but their child companions are sacrificed, and the Echidna tribes is wiped out by the enraged Chaos. Then 2,000 years ago, it goes into the Shadow backstory. The Black Arms drop off a flying temple on the Griffith on Earth. Then Emerald is born. Then 50 years ago, going into more Shadow's backstory, Gerald creating him with the DNA, and then it goes on to the Arc destruction, and then from there, more on Shadow's backstory. Maria is killed in GUN attack. Gerald has lost his mind, and he sets up all the things that eventually lead to Sonic Adventure 2. Then we have some on Sonic 2006, which 10 years ago, Sonic and Ares altered history. Sonic and Ares goes back in time to blow out the Solaris frames, which are the source of the tragedy. This means that the Solaris experiment never happened. The world is saved from crisis, and the devastated future becomes a peaceful world. Solaris experiment failed. Iblis is sealed. When the King's Solaris experiment failed, he sacrificed his own self. Then it goes on to the classic Sonic era, and here we have Sonic defeats Eggman, who attacks South Island to steal the Chaos Emeralds. From Sonic 1, it goes to Sonic CD, which Sonic rescues Amy and was trapped by Metal Sonic. Amy, whose fateful encounter with Sonic on Little Planet, became the emerald of Dr. Eggman's evil deeds and was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Sonic defeats Metal Sonic and rescues Amy. From there, it goes on Death Egg, crashes onto Angel Island. So in this way, it goes Sonic 1, Sonic CD, and then on to Sonic 2. So Sonic and Tails work together to defeat Eggman. Then from there, recover the Master Emerald. Then that leads to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Dr. Eggman tricks Knuckles into stealing the Master Emerald, Angel Island. Mysterious secret stone is the Phantom Ruby. Interesting. So Sonic 3 and Knuckles, then it goes to Sonic Mania. So Dr. Eggman unearths a gem with the mysterious powers called the Phantom Ruby, which sends Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles into various worlds. After being defeated by Sonic and his friends, the Phantom Ruby leaves Dr. Eggman's hands and disappears across time and space into modern Sonic's world, Sonic Forces. So the Phantom Ruby then goes to there. Okay, the fate of Phantom Ruby, so that continues on with that. It goes to Forces. And then Eggman invades the North Star Islands. So then we have Superstars. From there, Superstars leads to the modern era. The modern era, interesting. So modern era starts with Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. Dr. Eggman completely reverses Metal Sonic. He launches the Death Egg MK2 on the sky above Little Planet and sets out to conquer the world. However, Sonic once again defeats Metal Sonic in a fierce blaze, destroying the Death Egg Mach 2 and dashing Dr. Eggman's ambitions. From there, it leads to Sonic Adventure. Dr. Eggman releases Chaos, who is sealed away from the Master Emerald, and tries to use it to take over the world. However, Chaos goes out of control and turns into perfect chaos, and obviously Sonic eventually beats that. Then it appears that Sonic Shuffle happens. Then it goes to Sonic Adventure 2. Dr. Eggman awakens Shadow and tries to use him to take over the world, but Shadow carries out his own plan by Gerald. The final stages, Shadow obviously switches sides and helps Sonic. Then Cream and Cheese's first adventure, which that's in Japanese, I'm not sure what that is. And again, some of this is in Japanese. So Metal Sonic, who has regained his sense of health. Okay, so then comes Heroes. From there, after Heroes, then is the Shadow 2005 game. Black Doom, an alien invader, attacks Earth. Black Doom learns about his past, travels the world surfing of chaos. After many struggles, Shadow defeats Black Doom, fulfills the wish and entrusted him, and resolves to overcoming his past and moving forward. Then Emerald's Growth and Revenge, which is Dr. Eggman tries to reboot the ancient Dezoid, and that's interesting. So from there, Sonic picks up the name Emerald and raises Dr. Eggman to use Emerald. So there's the whole Emerald story. Then Zemerel, which continues the Advance series, somewhat following the timeline there, which then leads to Sonic Rush. Blaze comes to Sonic's world from another dimension through the interactions with Amy Cream fighting alongside Sonic. Simple enough. Then from there, I figure that would probably lead into Sonic 2006. A major incident surrounding the flames of comedy begins to unfoil. Okay, so with sealed away in Iblis, Sonic rushes to rescue her, and Silver, who travels back in time to defeat Sonic in order to save the future. Shadow, who is on a mission to Dr. Eggman's base, and Mysterious begins with Mephiles, all becomes entangled in major incidents. Okay, from there, then it goes to Riders. Then Sonic and Tails get lost in Blaze's world, which is Rush Adventure. Then the Rampage of the Sky Babylon Guardians. Sonic Riders, Jet's ancestor, was capable of the Raft timeline through gravity conversion. That spaceship was in a modern Babylon Guardian, and the Arc of the Stars was the engine unit, but all 5 Arc of the Stars gathered in the Babylon roads floating in the sky, and output went out of control. Then on to Dark Gaia and Sonic Unleashed powers and Awakened Dark Gaia. On to Sonic Colors being next, which again kind of just follows the timeline. 2 Sonics, 1 past, future, and then on to Sonic X Shadow Generations, which replaces Generations, I guess. When he reunites with Shadow in White Space, he provokes him and encourages him to awaken his powers. At the end, Black Doom attacks and absorbs Shadow, who becomes the strongest Battle Arms warrior. Shadow defeats him. And then from there, then comes Sonic Free Riders. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why they put it there. Then on to Lost World. So it continues to mostly follow the timeline, it seems like. Then you have King Doom Pond, so Team Sonic Racing goes there, and then Sonic and his avatar compete with the world to accomplish the world. So Forces, Eggman creates an infinite army with the power of the newly acquired Phantom Ruby, take over the world. On to Sonic Frontiers, investigating the ancient ruins he discovered on Angel Island. Knuckles is sent to Ares Island, just as Knuckles thinks that Dr. Eggman is behind it, a mysterious girl appears and traps him in cyberspace, and that goes on to more of Sonic Frontiers. After Frontiers, then it jumps back to Sonic 2006, 200 years in the future. The world is devastated by Iblis. Silver and Blaze are fighting in the endless battles against Iblis, who keeps resurrecting with the guidance of Mephiles. A mysterious figure suddenly appears. The two travel back in time with Sonic and his friends to kill the person said to be Iblis Trigger. Altered future world. So that's kind of what happens at the end of it. Due to Sonic enemies changing the history, the calming of fire no longer exists, and it kind of just leaves the world state of peace. So over here on character, it has modern and classic characters. Relationship diagram, interesting. So here we have Team Dark, we have Gerald and Maria, we have some of the villains here. Why is Omo Chow with Dude on Paw? That's interesting. So here we have the Deadly Six, we have some of the villains here, Babylon Rogues, Chaotix, Team Rose, some of the Chow, there's Sonic in the middle, and then that's weird. Why is Arum from Sonic Dream Team with Silver and Blaze? That's an interesting combination. Okay, so then further down, we have all the characters here. And it appears that like some of them you can click on different, again, some of this is in Japanese. So here we have Sonic, the fastest hedgehog in the world, ability to run anywhere at the speed of sound. Sonic loves doing what he can. Okay, that's a typo. Although he can a little short-tempered, kind of just a playful guy who remains calm. So that's pretty cool. There's some different actual concept arts of him, and that's pretty cool. I like that when he's sitting on Knuckles there. There's some Sonic Adventure. Let's see here. There's a lot of them here. Wow, that's some pretty cool. There's Silver, 2006. I got the colors. There's one with Blaze. Some of the titles he's in. Let's see here. There's actually a bunch here we can choose. Let's see here. So Amy, we got a kind and energetic girl who will chase after Sonic anywhere she can and sets her mind to a day and night. She's a bright and cheerful person who never gives up no matter what the circumstances are. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Got more concept arts there than some of the ones that she's mentioned in. Again, translate to English because this is Japanese. A silvery hedgehog with powers who came from the future. He is a strong sense of judgment and honest kind of person who never giving up hope no matter what. This is some really cool different artwork on it too than mentions the games he's in. So it seems to do that with like all the different characters. There's a lot of different ones there. And then also you got like bad guys as well. Eggman here, and self-centered, self-proclaimed evil genius. He loves machines more than he loves food. He's extremely confident and proud and loses his temper easily. That's pretty obvious. IQ of 300. And from there, then it goes in, it has another one for classics. So classic relationship drama. We have classic Sonic, Trip, Fang, classic Eggman, classic all them there. And more of the classic onto there. Also have a history, all the different ones going all the way back to the very beginning. Wow. So again, you have like more information on different games here. Like first Sonic game, it just talks about like South Island and some of the basic things that happen within it, which is pretty neat, and some pictures there. Then you have, it actually goes through like all of them here. Wow, this is really impressive. So like it goes each individual game in chronological order. So like there's different ones here like Sonic Adventure 2. One day Sonic is suddenly arrested by GUN while on the run and he encounters a mysterious black hedgehog named Shadow. He appears to set in motion a series of events which eventually lead to his nemesis Dr. Eggman declaring his intention to take over the world. Shadow and the top secret weapon. It goes on to more of that. Every single game it has, like all the ones in order here of when they were released, every single year. That's quite impressive here. And it just goes on and on. There is so many games. But yeah, it just focuses on the main games. I just saw Sonic Jump, so I guess it's some of the Sonic Runners, some of the mobile games it looks like as well they're starting to do. So then like Sonic Frontiers, there's another one we can see what they mentioned for Frontiers, again, is actually pretty neat. So that's Starfall Islands, and it goes on to talk about some of the different events that happen there and different pictures, which is quite impressive that they actually did this whole thing. They got Dream Team all the way up to Sonic X Shadow Generations, and then the ones coming up like Sonic Rumble and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. But yeah, this is a pretty cool page here that they managed to do all of this for, so make sure you check it out. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you gotta go fast!